All right. Now we off that shit. What are y'all gonna watch the Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley fight?
Oh fuck yeah!
I just started caring today, no yesterday, because I saw the little outburst at the press conference. Prior to that, I was out the loop. I knew it was happening though.
They weren't promoting it. It's
At
crazy.
all.
It's
Well,
Tyron. It's Tyron. He don't give a fuck.
Tyron.
It's not Tyron. 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 You
Because
probably
he
right.
says Tyron.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I base it off how you say it.
Exactly.
You know, and like if you got an accent, you saying somebody else's name wrong. Is that wrong? Like
No, you good. Keep going. Just
sorry.
Keep going. I don't give a fuck about. Yeah, wait a minute.
Sorry,
Linguistically,
you sidetracked. But yeah, Tyron's not promoting it too much. Jake Paul, he was doing his best to promote it. You know the antics and everything. But Tyron looks like that motherfucker is ready to go. He's been getting traded by Mayweather, and he just sounds like he's gonna fuck him up.
5-time champ, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see the little skirmish they got into at the press conference?
The one with the mom?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
So Tyron's mom.
Give
so
me some
I'm trying to
backstory
say
on
it
that.
right now. So I guess they were up doing the little face-off, and then someone from Jake Paul's camp was going back and forth with Tyron's mom, and they were going at it. And so he jumped off the stage. Like, hold up, you talking about mom? And was basically just going crazy. And the whole time in the background, you just hear Jake Paul, do it then, bitch. Do something, bitch. Bro, when I saw the original video, it's from Tyron's back. So I'm thinking Jake Paul is with the other guys. Jake Paul was still standing right behind him just saying that shit. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Tyron didn't hear him or he was just more focused on dude. But he was hot. He got his boy come over. He's like, him right there. Green light. Green light. And then he started moving toward him. Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
He don't play about his mom. And that's why. Do y'all think that was more promo or you think it was legit?
Well, no, it's legit because
think it was.
Tyron also grew up in like Ferguson, and this fool's like backstory is crazy because he grew up in like street life, and his like family members they're part of the streets and shit, and he was down to go through that, but then he started wrestling and his life started taking off. He don't play at all. Like seriously, like that dude is a born killer, you know, like, but I don't know. That's gonna be a fun fight to watch.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be really exciting to watch.
It's gonna be cool. I don't think it was like staged. I feel like it was legit because he wasn't even like that when he did UFC. Like he wasn't really a big talker. That's part of the reason he didn't get as much publicity. He's a 5-time champ, but not that many people know him like that if you don't know the sport of like UFC or MMA. But that's why like he wasn't a big talker. So even seeing that, like he only got mad when someone talked to his mom. And I don't feel the same way because like he's from the cloth he's from. And you know Jake and all his yes men, like they'll say whatever because it's all clout for them. Like they don't take none of it seriously. But I can see that, especially you talking to someone's mom, like that's off limits.
Did you see what Tyron was saying when they were sitting down and it's like whoever's fighting in the event?
Oh, the presser?
The presser, yeah. So the presser, he was just talking, just like you said, all the yes men around you. It's like everybody's telling you, yeah, you're gonna kill him, but you ain't gonna do that shit with like a real fighter. And it's like, oh damn, Tyron, like. The what was it called? The YouTube video was Tyron Woodley destroys Jake Paul verbally.
That shit
was
popped
like,
up on my feed,
damn.
and then I couldn't find it again. I was looking for that.
Bro, he was spitting facts, you could just see how they're going about it. Like obviously Jake Paul, he's trying to sell the fight versus Tyron is just trying to kill the guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe I'm getting too.
Yeah,
and I do feel like Tyron, he knows what it's like in there, so he probably has a better idea of what's gonna happen, and he's at least gotten to see Jake fight. Who y'all got winning?
I wouldn't underestimate Jake because I feel like he does take this shit seriously. But Tyron's right hand, nasty, especially in the UFC.
Knocked out a lot of cats.
No,
yeah.
I remember Robbie Lawler. That was a shocker because Robbie Lawler is a fucking brawler, bro. But yeah, Tyron Woodley's usually mainly known for the what's it called? Fucking bug. He's usually known for his wrestling. This was like a 2-time All-American.
Yeah.
But he boxes too. You know, he has to box. He was a fucking champ in the UFC. He fucking defended his belt so many times. I really don't know who we're gonna have winning. I feel like we should do the 1, 2, 3, and then we'll all say it. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts on the fight.
So I don't follow combat sports that much. Is Tyron Woodley black? Yeah.
Yes.
He's winning.
Do you follow the culture, Dale? This motherfucker.
That's my official vote. I'll be shocked if he loses.
And I would add on. I think if Tyron Woodley loses this fight, it's a setup. There's something wrong with this fight if Tyron honestly loses this fight.
I don't know.
Because
I mean, okay, I know what they're boxing, right?
I think it'll go the distance. I don't think there's gonna be a knockout.
I think Jake was gonna be in better boxing shape, and they're gonna kind of like make that a thing. But like, he's gonna have probably quicker hands, and Tyron gonna go for that one hitter quitter, like that bomb.
Tyron's training with Floyd, just letting you know.
Okay, but training and then you're actually fighting are two different things. And once you start really throwing hands and you get tired, you're gonna go back to what you know. You're not gonna go back to like, okay, me and Floyd back in the because those look quick and snappy when you're on a fucking pad, but when you're in a real fight, you get hit in the face. So it's
what Floyd was saying, Floyd was like, okay, this is boxing, but you got to hit him like it's UFC.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to you really got to release that side of you,
right?
Because it is boxing, and you're not gonna be able to take him down or use your legs, but you got to use the same force that you use when you're fighting MMA and shit.
Right.
So I'm like, this one's gonna be a fun fight to watch. I think this is like a fighter's fight.
This is a proving fight. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
kind of a proving fact.
See, okay, but now I'm getting mad though, cause I'm tired of the celebrity boxing matchups. Like I don't like that anymore.
Jake Paul's
Well,
a
then
different one,
they need
man.
to pay the niggas that's really doing it, cause they don't pay them shit. They're fucking. They don't get
yeah,
paid
yeah.
shit.
Go
So
on that.
Bro, I would do the same shit, bro. Like they don't pay UFC, bro. Tyron about to get a check he never got, and he's a 5-time champion.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. So at this point, like, I'm all for that, of how it's, like, dirty for the fighters. But it's like, bro, I can't knock any fighter being like, y'all fight Jake Paul. Let me go box him real quick, make a quick check, because, shit, y'all weren't paying me. I forgot.
I'm not mad at the fighter, but just...
It is.
You know what Brendan Schaub was saying? You guys know Brendan Schaub?
Yeah.
So Brendan Schaub is a comedian who used to be a UFC fighter. Okay, so he fought against Minotaur Nogueira.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, you know how much the bag was?
Is that
for
little
that
nog
fight?
or big nog?
I think he was big because
Big nog, yeah.
Brendan Schaub's heavyweight. You know how much the bag was for that? Bruh, it was 16,000. And then
16,000.
But that's not even after like expenses. You still gotta fight. You gotta pay training camp. You gotta pay your own like food. You gotta do all of that shit. It's like and he's walking out with $6,000.
Bro, that's
like.
Think about it, bro. 16,000. Think about the weeks you have leading up to the fight. All the fucking. Imagine if the coaches were. They don't. But imagine it was like hourly. They're like, well, we've worked 60 hours in the last X amount of weeks. We do, even if it's 20 an hour. And I'm just making up numbers, but either way, like that's why fighters do not get paid well unless you're able to build up a bunch of hype, people caring, like Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, he's really good.
But he'll tell you too, like the bags is getting better, but he knows the UFC bullshitting.
Don't get me wrong, like. The top dogs, they're getting paid. Like Tyron Woodley's made millions in the UFC, just because like he was the champ. Anybody that's champion and shit. But it's also the reason that Dana White does this is because they pay for so much promotion. And if you're not a fighter that's not promoting yourself, you ain't gonna be making money. That's one of the ideas that he's going off of. It's like the UFC provides so much promotion. Like you'll have all access, you'll have all these like fight night, you'll have everything done for you. That's why your bag is little, and it's going to be a perpetual cycle because nobody's going to step up and say anything in the UFC because if one guy backs out, the next motherfucker's in there because he's been waiting to fight.
Yeah, it's like everyone knows you're underpaid, but it's just like you could go to Strikeforce.
Exactly.
Like you can go to Bellator, but you're not going to be on that platform. I think another unfortunate part, there's just nothing you can really do about it. It's like basketball, sports, we have teams. That whole city of New York loves the Knicks. You on the Knicks now, boom, you doing your thing. This one is like you just being in the UFC. No one knows you. You don't have a city behind. I mean, maybe your hometown, but past that, there's nothing really gravitating people towards you unless you're really able to corral people in. Yeah. So just being a talented fighter, like it doesn't always sell, especially depending on this fight style. Not everyone is super exciting, but they're real technical. But if you're not exciting, you gotta really, really only win. And even then, you might not get that type of attention. Khabib didn't get crazy amount of attention till he got on Conor. Only MMA guys really knew who Khabib was, and Khabib is arguably the GOAT of that weight class.
Do you think combat sports will like take a bigger like step when it comes to popularity if they were on like stations like ESPN and stuff?
I think
UFC's on ESPN.
Consistently or only certain fights?
Not every single time, but
It's a lot of pay-per-view though for like the main ones, but then the fight night is on, might be FX, or maybe I'm tripping.
It used to be on Spike.
But but honestly, it's grown. It really has grown over the years. Like even us talking about it now, like if it were years ago, it just wouldn't even be worth bringing up because like no one would know about the fight. Even if it was John Jones, back in the day I was watching John Jones, people didn't really know what was going on. Like, oh, that's the cage fighting thing, and it just was like a totally different perspective. So it's grown a lot. Conor McGregor is really the biggest reason why, like, as one single person that's grown the business is Conor. For sure.
It's Conor and Dana White. Dana White's an animal with like.
Yeah, but Dana's been there. Like he was in it for a long time. Conor made this shit like he was the first big ass
from the fighter
face.
standpoint, yeah.
Okay,
and Chuck Liddell too. I feel like he was like
But
the original kind of starter.
They
of
were
the
still
punt.
getting shit paid.
They're like the OGs,
Yeah,
but like
the OGs. But Conor really was the
Conor.
star
Well, he
of
globalized the sport. He
Yeah,
made it
yeah.
straight global. Everyone knows
Yeah.
about it. The OGs like Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, they did the
What's the other
Forrest
one?
Griffin,
the American one. I remember he had a
Chael?
jaw.
Chael Sonnen. No, Tito.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Oh, is it Boss Rutan?
I forgot. No, not
Fuck it.
whatever.
You know all of them.
All right, so
he
on
might have been
three-
arrested
on three-
when I'm thinking about it.
Say who we got winning between Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley on 3. Wait, everyone think, and then on 3. I'm gonna
Say the last name too.
Okay, first say who you want to win, and then we'll say who we think will win. Okay. Okay. On 3, who we want to win.
All right.
Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Who
Tyron.
gives a
Paul.
fuck?
You said Jake Paul.
I want.
You
I want
yeah,
Jake
you're
Paul.
fucking Jake. You're a Jake Pauler.
I wanted
He's a
to
straight
look,
Jake
look,
Paul.
look. No.
Yeah.
You're
You're off
Yeah,
the pod.
Come on, bro.
I just love him. I love how he promotes himself.
Yeah.
No. I just want him to see how it keeps growing. I just wanted to see. Come on, bro. This is the test that everybody's waiting for. I hope he keeps going with it.
Because if he does win, someone has to beat his ass eventually.
Exactly. So it's like everybody's gonna want to fight him. More UFC guys are gonna get more of a bag. I'm happy for fighters' pay.
Yeah,
Feel
true.
me?
It kind of ends the
You
saga if
scumbags,
Tyron
y'all
beats
don't
him.
want fighters to get paid. Y'all some trash ass motherfuckers. No.
Only one fighter gets paid, like out of
Yeah.
the 20 or 30 that's in whatever league that they're in.
But if he keeps
And
going, it'll
I'm
be
just-
like
I'm-
40.
He'll run through the whole
No,
division.
yeah,
He'll
no,
run
that's
through
crazy. That's too many. And like me, as somebody who grew up like enjoying watching the fighting aspect of it and really respecting what the fight game is, like it's just kind of trash to see somebody who had 2 amateur fights really in a ring with somebody and we're like, can they win? It's like, bro.
Okay. Let
And,
me.
and even that Ben Askren fight, like I don't know, man.
Okay.
Like,
But what about from the creative aspect?
oh, I love
Not
it.
being in the box.
Yeah,
You know, like, because he started off as YouTuber, Disney Channel star, YouTuber, and then
See, he loves him.
rapper. So it's like, how do you feel about that? Like,
No,
doesn't
yeah.
it kind of pave the way for a lot of people?
I think that's dope. Like the fact that you're changing the game in that aspect to see like and build, you know, what a dying sport, honestly. Because like fighting has been going out. Like boxing, nobody really cares about middleweight, cruiserweight, light, heavy, you know, all that shit anymore. Like we don't have any stars in boxing anymore.
That's also why the UFC's getting
Yeah,
bigger.
and that's why the
UFC's
MMA
big. I
is
love
getting
the
bigger,
UFC.
right? So I think from a business play, creative side, like it's a perfect play, you know. But me as somebody who enjoys watching the fights, like I don't want to see a bunch of fighters go up against, you know, dudes who have never fought before, you know. And I do appreciate like they opened it up for like the TikTok versus YouTube fights, right? Like those are pretty dope.
That
Yeah,
shit's just
like,
they
pure
took an L, though.
entertainment.
Just
They
pure
took an
pure
L on
Yeah,
that,
they
right?
didn't even. I don't
But
think they even made money.
They didn't make money?
They probably owe money, nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody that fought.
Damn, I thought they would
Apparently-
have
That's why they was voting for Biden. They need that debt relief.
Yeah, we don't have the facts in front of us, but that YouTube versus TikTok, from what I've heard,
Yeah.
did
It
not
didn't
go
do
well.
good?
Yeah.
Like
I thought
it
it would've
did not.
went well.
It didn't do well. I think there's a lawsuit too. It's just
shit.
some shit, man. Maybe we just spreading info. But
Sponsors filed. I like this
oh,
story
the
way better.
sponsors filed a lawsuit. Yeah.
They make enough money at pay-per-view buys.
Well, it's a tough thing to do. That's why I fuck with Jake Paul, because Jake Paul and Logan, they were able to make it
They
happen.
built it up big time.
Man, props to them. If anybody else that could do it, man, I respect them hella.
You don't think they're making a mockery out of the sport?
yes, I do. But
It's okay in a sense, yes, but it's also like, why can't you get out of your lane to go into something? What if he actually enjoys it?
No, and at this
I
point,
feel like he enjoys it. He loves that shit. That's the only thing he does.
But at this point, like, unfortunately, he might be the most popular, like, boxer out there right now.
You call him a boxer now,
someone
right?
got to go out there and
You're
dead him.
calling him a boxer right now.
Someone just got to dead him.
I know, but it's kind of like...
there's a 12-year-old in Philly that will knock him out right now.
Easy. But he's not going to fight boxers because it's strategic. He's playing chess. Don't you like chess, bro?
I do.
Exactly.
I like the business move. I'm not mad at the business move.
Yeah, I'm
but
not hating on the business move, but
as a fan of the sport, it's like, nah.
All right, so
I'm not much of a combat sports fan myself, but if I kind of want to get into it. And I feel like it's not cool. Well, it is cool, but like I prefer not to see like, oh, it's just a cash money grab. Celebrities just fighting. It's like
Well,
who are the
boxing is
best
dead.
fighters?
Hey,
I
so
wanna see them fight.
you think Jake's gonna win? $50 bet.
bro.
$50
No,
bet.
I got money on that
$50
one.
bet.
Oh,
I got money
I'm
on that
betting
one.
50 on Tyron.
okay,
Me too.
look, this is how I feel like.